뚫어가는 박수범을 어떻게 또 공격적으로 뚫어낼 수 있을지. 네 번째 파미르고원입니다. 파미르고원에서의 경기입니다. 여기서 구성 이기면 4강 진출하는 거예요. 경기 바로 시작하도록 하겠습니다.
Oops, I was muted. Lol. Okay, at the bottom right is the yellow Terran. We have Hiya. At the top left, as the red Protoss, we'll have Tyson. I like how they say Pamir Plateau, by the way. Pamirugo. Pamirugo. It's pretty sweet. Alright, so Tyson on the verge of elimination here. He's playing for his life on Pamir Plateau, a map that we haven't seen too much here. It's just started being played here in the round of 8 of the SSL. It is one of the maps that Rose of Dream created for the SSL, I think. So it should be pretty good. It's pretty standard. It's like a combination of Gladiator and shit, what was the other map? Now somebody had a really good analogy the other day. They were like, yeah, it's basically a cross between Gladiator and something else. I think Bakru said it, but I can't remember what he said. Ah! Where's Bakru anyway? I haven't seen him in a while. Whoa, what just happened? Alright. Switching to Tyson. I bet if Tyson wore the helmet, he'd actually win. Should try. Or at least the goggles. He should at least wear the goggles. I guess he can't wear the helmet because it'll block his headphones. But he can definitely wear the goggles. He really needs to do that. Anyway, seems pretty chill. Actually, no, you know what? He actually seems a little bit tense to me. Like, on the surface he seems calm, but I don't know. He's in focus mode. Anyway, it looks like neither player doing any shenanigans just yet, but of course we've seen a lot of craziness so far in this series, so I'm not going to rule anything out. Just going to wait and see what happens here. And once again we have the cross map spawns, but you know, it hasn't stopped the games from being fast and furious so far. So, don't think that's really gonna, or rather, it doesn't seem to really impact the play between these two players. Now, this ridge thing outside the natural, you know, when we saw it last week, I was saying, you know, it's really good for lurker contains and whatnot. And I think, you know, in TVP, it's probably really good if, you know, you go for some early aggression as a Terran and you can set up a siege position on that high ground. It looks really difficult to actually move up there. Like, it'll be even worse than what happened in Game 1, where Hiya had that high ground ridge outside his opponent's natural. This is definitely a 10-15 gate. Okay, so last game I wasn't, or sorry, game 2 I wasn't sure. This is absolutely a 10-15 gate because that pylon was built, as you can see, way after the second gateway. This is crazy. Why does he 10-15 gate though? Again, it's a ramped map, 4-player map. I really just don't think you should ever 10-15 on a ramped 4-player map. It's only really good on flat maps that don't have ramps, or potentially ramps with, maps with reverse ramps. I mean, like, this strategy was super popular, you know, when Longinus and Neo Medusa were in the map pool because, you know, it was super easy on those with no ramps. But, you know, now it's just, I don't think this is the map for it. And I don't think Hiya is the kind of player who's just gonna, you know, make a huge blunder and die to it either. I don't really understand. It doesn't make sense. It's bad. It's just bad. So he's going to hide a pylon there on the right side. He may proxy something there. He doesn't necessarily have to. Notice, by the way, that he's only got 2 guys on gas. That's actually intentional because when you go for 10-15 gate, you are cutting probes a little bit, and you do really need every last mineral. That's also why he hasn't scouted with a probe yet. That's very standard when you're going to 10-15 to not scout with a probe for a very long time, if at all, really. Because you don't need it. Your build is the same regardless of what you scout. Your 10-15 gating, your build is the same up to, you know, 30 supply-ish, essentially. There's very few deviations you can really do there. So there isn't really much point in scouting with a probe other than seeing where your opponent's spawn location is. And if you don't care about that too much, you can just do that with the goons anyway. So that's why that's happening here. In the meantime, we don't see a second factory. It is just going to be a 1-fact expand from Hiya this time. But similarly, I don't think we're going to see a DT follow from Tyson. Actually, we may. He did build that pylon at the top right of his main. He could potentially still go for DTs there. I'm not really sure what he's going to go for. But Hiya looks like he's definitely just going for the standard FD expand opening. Yep, there's the command center built in his main. He's built that relatively early here. A lot of times with the FD, you know, you wait a little bit longer and then you just build it at your natural when you move out with your tank. He's decided to just put it first in his main base. They're just completely fine. Meanwhile, a Vulture chilling at the 9 o'clock, making sure no we're going to block any probe that comes there. It looks like we're having a bit of lag here. Sorry about that. I'm just restreaming a restream here essentially, so there's not too much I can do when things go badly. And actually, it's going to be a siege expand here. Okay, so that explains why he built the command center in his main base, although it looks like, oh man, that tank could be vulnerable. It looks like, oh, unsieging and pulling back. Is he going to keep the siege tank alive here? Oh my god, Tyson's actually going for the kill. He's going for the kill with a 10-15. The SCVs need to come out. No, it looks like the second tank comes out in time. I don't think that's going to work. Oh my god, that's not going to work. Oh god. Oh, there's 2 more goons though. He needs to block it. It's not going to block though because there's no wall there. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh shit, I said 10-15 wouldn't work. I said Hiya was too good for it. Was I wrong though? Was I mistaken? No, I wasn't mistaken. SCVs are pretty good. SCVs are pretty good. Now, despite that failed attack, he did pick off a couple of tanks and he got an expansion as well. So, Tyson isn't in a terrible position. And that was quite close. It's a little bit curious. A lot of times when you do see, like, siege expanding is not something that we see very often nowadays. People generally go for the FD so they can put a little bit more pressure on their opponent. And similarly, when you go for a siege expand, you quite often will wall in because you have a low marine count. So in this case, Hiya kind of went for the middle ground. Since he got 4 marines, didn't go for the FD, and instead went for the siege expand, so that's why he didn't wall in. Which is, yeah, I'm not sure how I like that, but you know, it worked out for him in the end. And of course, the 4 Marines does disguise the build a little bit as well, so that's quite nice. Anyway, with those 3 siege tanks there and the barracks blocking, there's absolutely no way for pros to do anything against us right now. And we do see 2 more factories going up for Hiya as well as an academy. Meanwhile, Tyson gonna go for that 3rd base there at the 12 o'clock. So this time he's actually going for the greedier thing compared to what he did in, what was it, game 2? Basically, he's gone for, you know, 2-gate goon aggression and then followed by really quick 3 bases here, getting a 3rd base before for the first observers even out. He did get the Ro8, I think. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, he hasn't made the 3rd nexus yet. He's actually gone for 2 more gateways. That's a little bit curious to me. Okay, so, wow, okay, he sent the probe to the 12, but rather than make a nexus, he made 2 more gateways in his main, which is really weird, and just waited for the obs. I'm a little bit confused by what's going on here. I don't know why he had that probe there for a while and didn't make a nexus and went out to scout. Maybe he's thinking about what happened in. I mean, you know, Hiya's been quite aggressive in the past 3 games. You know, really trying to punish any kind of greed from the Protoss, and you know, even just moving out with a very small number of siege tanks. So I guess Tyson's a little bit worried about that because, of course, going for 2 gates and then double expanding is really not very safe. So instead he's actually just opted to play much safer, get the Robo, get the Obs, get the 2 additional gateways, and then make a 3rd much later. He's even building just like random pylons around the map here. So yeah, Tyson actually just playing really cautiously, which is not a bad idea really against Hiya, but it's quite curious to me. Because of course, going for 10-15 gate, you do cut your economy a little bit, so even though his natural expansion wasn't delayed by too much, I would still imagine that Hiya's economy is slightly stronger at the moment. Even though he did do that little SCV pull and lost a couple SCVs, I don't think it really matters. And again, look at this! This is exactly what Hiya's been doing all game, and this is exactly, I think, why Tyson didn't get the 3rd base, because Hiya is just shown that he's so willing to just attack with a very small number of units here. You know, only a couple of siege tanks, only 5 tanks and a couple of vultures is generally not something you move out with too often, but here he feels confident in doing it. Of course, the Protoss did sacrifice a lot of Dragoons early on, but look at that, we do have Reaver Tech already up. We do have a couple of Zealots on the way as well to help or to load up in that shuttle and start tanking shots for the Reavers. Now again, this is going to come down to the Reaver micro, but having gone for that for the 4 gateways off the 2 base, I feel like Tyson should have enough units to hold this off. However, if he has to sacrifice this ridge, if he has to move down onto the low ground here, he will be in bad shape. So I think it's really important for him to actually hold his ground here on the high ground, although it's going to be difficult. That means he has to engage this perhaps earlier than he would like to. The Zealots have dropped already. Where's the Reaver, though? It looks like he actually went without a Reaver. He just had 4 Zealots in the shuttle, but Dragoons coming in from the back. He flanked with the Dragoons that were not cleaned up by Hiya and picks off all but one of the siege tanks. However, he is forced back by the last siege tank and the remaining vultures. Is Hiya going to keep this up, or is he going to pull back here? He's got more factories on the way. 2 more factories. It looks like Hiya is going to keep going with the attack here. He smells the blood in the water. He's going for the kill. He's going for the win. Where is the Reaver? Tyson needs the Reaver, and he needs it fast. He needs more units. He does not want to give up this high ground. If he gives up this high ground and Hiya gets positioned here, there is no way he's going to bust out of this. It's going to be almost impossible. Looks like, oh, poking out with the probe. I don't know what that was doing there. But man, Tyson needs to be careful. Oh my god, it's going to be a 6-fact follow-up here. Hiya just going for the kill. It's basically turned into a 2-base all-in now from Hiya. He is going for the win with these 6 factories. Is Tyson going to have enough here? Tyson, by the way, really smartly didn't take that 12. If he'd gone for the 3rd base of the 12, he would be dead right now. The fact that he went for the safer route has actually kept him alive. However, it's not over yet. Of course, if he does hold this off, he'll be in a decent position because the Terran, of course, he's stopping SCV production. He's not making a 3rd base. If Tyson can hold this off, he will be okay. There's still only 1 siege tank. He's going in while there's only 1 siege tank. There's a good number of vultures. The Reavers, 2 Reavers out. One of them gets taken out by mine straight away. The shuttle gets taken down, but it looks like Tyson's breaking out here. He's busting through. There's still a lot of mines, and I don't see an observer right now. He has to be very careful, but it looks like Tyson this time has broken through the attack, broken through the contain. The last siege tank is in full retreat right now, but Tyson in full pursuit with 8 Dragoons. He just has to dodge these mines. And oh my god, there's going to be a run by, but no! Tyson prepared with 4 Dragoons at his natural. Very, very nice. And Tyson looks like he is in pretty decent shape. However, there are still 6 factories behind. Hiya is still pumping out those units. Tyson has to be careful not to throw away any Dragoons. He's only on the 6 gateways against those 6 factories as well, so he still has to be efficient with his units. He's actually got a Stargate on the way as well, so going for 2 base Arbiter, not taking a 3rd just yet. Oh, looks like he was thinking about taking the 12 o'clock. That's going to get denied for now, but so are these Vultures. Can he get the last Vulture? Not quite. That's going to stay alive for a little bit longer. However, really nicely held by Tyson here. It's looking like we could go to a Game 5. I really want to see a Game 5 here. A deciding game to see who goes on to the semis. It'll be so exciting. Looks like more vultures moving out for Hiya. Go and do some harassment. Tyson actually has to really be careful with those goons in the middle of the map. If he leaves them out there for too long, he could just get surrounded and trapped by vultures and mines. And just sacrifice that small group of goons. So really got to be careful here how long he stays out there. I don't know if he's actually aware that this is a 6-fact yet. And oh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He's got to move them back, but the mines are blocking the retreat path. This is exactly what I was just saying. Why it was risky to leave those goons out. He's just lost 7 Dragoons for almost nothing here. That's a huge loss here, and I don't know if he can hold on against this continued attack, this continued 6-fact aggression from Hiya. A bit of a mistake there from Tyson. I don't think he actually anticipated that Hiya would be going for this semi all-in off of the 2 bases. And here we go. He does have speed on this shuttle, though. How good is the bike? Oh, he's got DTs, though! He's got DTs! There's a scan! Does he have another DT? He's dropping cells on the tanks! Oh my god, I can't believe he's actually holding this off so well! It looks like he's going to pick off all but one of the siege tanks yet again. He's lost all his zealots, though, so the Dragoons do have to move back, but Tyson, really nice move there yet again. Unfortunately, he didn't have a second DT. I think a second DT might have done wonders, but these Dragoons are going to get taken down. No! Only a single Dragoon gets taken down by the mines, but Tyson is once again forced back to this little high ground area outside his natural, and looks like this time he's going to give it up. He can't hold the high ground. He's moved down to the low ground, but that's really, really bad. He just needs to wait for another round of zealots or something. He needs something to hold on here. He's got his 3rd Nexus on the way. If he can just hold on yet again and start mining from that 3rd base, he will be in decent position. Doing some nice bombs there. There's the Reaver. The tank's on siege. The Dragoons are moving in. The Scarab looks like it is a hit. And the Reaver stays alive. The DT, though, isn't going to get taken down. The DT gets taken down, but this time Tyson clears it out, yet he's holding onto his high ground again. This is so important that he doesn't let himself get contained onto the low ground. He needs to hold this position, which is forcing his hand a little bit. But it's doing well. It looks like Vulture's going in once again, kind of reminiscent of game number 1. However, there's no probes mining there anyway this time. So even though it's going to be a little bit annoying, it's not as big of a loss for Tyson. And actually, he's going to move out. Oh, he's going to run into mines, so he has to be careful. He's got no ops. Why does he have no ops? Oh my god, please be careful, Tyson. And oh, he does get a good Scarab hit, though. His Zealots and his Reavers are in pursuit. It looks like he might just be sacking the 12 o'clock here. Those Vultures could very well just kill it by themselves, but he's going to try and take down as many tanks as possible. Those Vultures are almost certainly going to kill that Nexus, even though Vultures do very little damage against buildings. But no, the Reaver comes back to defend. The Reaver comes back. I think he might save it. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close, but it looks like he's going to save it. Wow, Tyson saving that Nexus in the red health. But look at this. Hiya's not done. Hiya in all-out attack mode. Hiya just balls to the walls aggression here. No signs of slowing down. No signs of falling back and taking a third. He knows that he has to just kill this Protoss right now. He is committed to the 6 fact. He's got nothing mining in his natural. What the hell? He's got not even 1 SCV per patch in his natural. He's completely all in. I didn't realize how all in he was, but look at that natural. There's nothing there. He has to win it with this attack, but I think that's a mistake from Tyson. I don't know why Tyson transferred all those probes there. They're all just gonna die. A big blunder there from Tyson, but he's killing so many tanks though. Both players exchanging huge blows. I can't believe this is non-stop action, but all those probes and the Nexus will fall. Tyson's gonna lose it, but Tyson should, I don't think he realizes how little mining there is at the Terra Natural. Oh my god, that shuttle barely staying alive. That is so close. I don't know why he's moving it out though. He's going for the counterattack with the Reaver. I don't think Tyson actually realizes that Hiya is not in such a good shape right now because of how few SCVs there are in the natural. I really hope Tyson holds on. He's got a lot of Zealots right now. That is a lot of Zealots and almost no Vultures. Where's the shuttle though? The shuttle's coming back. He's not going to counterattack. This is ridiculous, this game. Alright, it looks like the tanks are moving in. The Reaver has to be careful. Where are all the speed lots go? They need to run out here. He's got to break it. He's got double speed shuttles. He's got double speed shuttles. He's going in. One of them gets taken out. Where's the Reaver? Where is the Reaver? He's dropping Zealots all over the place. Well, there's an Arbiter out as well, but I don't see the Reaver. I don't know what happened to the Reaver, but the Arbiter is going to help out a lot, and all the tanks are going down. 2 more tanks coming to reinforce, but almost all the Zealots are gone as well here. This is just neck and neck. I don't know who is going to take this. What an amazing game. But no, don't run into the mines. Don't do it, Tyson. Okay, good pull back there. Oh, no! No, he took another mine. There was another mine. Oh, my God, Tyson. My heart. I can't take it, but Hiya is mined out in his main, but so is Tyson. They're both down to the last couple of minerals. And look at this. Because Hiya was mining with almost nothing at his natural, he probably has more minerals at his natural expansion than Tyson does. Tyson will mine out sooner than his opponent, and he cannot secure a third base right now, and he's also lost so many probes. Tyson is looking like he might be in a bit of trouble right now. He's still got 1 speed shuttle remaining. He's got 1 Arbiter. I don't know if he even had enough money to get an Arbiter upgrade like Stasis. I don't know if he's got Stasis right now. He's just got the... Oh my god. Please don't sack that. Man, Hiya is actually looking really strong right now. He's just mining from the 1 base, but it doesn't matter. 1 base Terran is superior to a 1 base Protoss, especially when he's got more minerals remaining, and the Protoss will mine out first. This is looking really, really bad for Tyson. I don't know how this happened. I thought he had, I think, taking that third and transferring there a little bit early, not realizing that the Terran was all in on the 6 fact, may have cost him the game here. He's got something at the 9 o'clock, actually. I'm not sure if he's trying to take that base instead. I don't actually know the map well enough to know which base is easier to take, the 12 or the 9 o'clock here. The 12 seems really hard to take, and yeah, it looks like he's going to try and take the 9 o'clock instead here. Perhaps, you know, just looking at the army positioning, he looks like he might have slightly better control over that base. But yeah, this is really, really hard, and looks like, oh, Hiya's moving out again here. Tyson's trying to hold on here. He doesn't want that third base to get cut off. I don't know if Hiya, actually I think Hiya had a mine there, so Hiya probably realizes that it's there. There is that Reaver. The Reaver, can he get a good shot off? Where is that Scarab going? Looks like he's targeting the lead tank, and here we go! Speedlot's moving in! The Reaver is down. Is it going to get a Scarab? No Scarab from the Reaver! But there's a Stasis! He did get Stasis! The Stasis on the 3 tanks is huge! It looks like Tyson, can he break through? There's no more Zealots, but there's only 1 tank in the back. He needs to pick off that siege tank and bring in some more Zealots. He needs to bring the rest of his army right now. He needs to kill these units when they come out of stasis. He must kill them. If Hiya can save it with reinforcements, Tyson's going to be in so much trouble. But he got those free siege tanks. The third base is going up. Tyson, can he come back? He's doing the transfer. If Tyson can somehow keep that third base alive, he'll be okay. And for some reason, there's almost no reinforcements coming out. It looks like Hiya is feeling the pain of only having his natural expansion. Oh my god, but he's got to not eat spider mines. And here we go. There's more siege tanks in the back. There's no Zealots, so there's only Dragoons. Oh my god, I don't think he can kill it. I think, oh my god, with those tanks coming out of stasis, Hiya's gonna kill the rest of the army. There were no Zealots to help out, but there's no scan! There's no detection! He doesn't have scan right now! Oh my god, he doesn't have scan! So he couldn't pick it off, and 2 Arbiters are gonna kill the last siege tank! The Arbiters, there's no anti-air! The Arbiters are killing everything! Why is there no anti-air? Oh my god! 10 damage per shot! 10 damage per shot is enough to kill all the units! Hiya can't believe it. He's like, what the fuck? How am I losing all my units to Arbiters? They don't do damage. They don't even do damage. Why am I dying? Oh my god, Tyson! Tyson has secured his third base. He's got enough Dragoons on the map. He's retaken map control. He's no longer under attack. He's clearing the mines from the map. Hiya's trying to find a way to come back. He's trying to do a vulture harass. He's trying to do a vulture run around. But it's looking really good suddenly for Tyson. I don't know how he turned this around, but those clutch arbiters and Hiya suddenly just... I think he's still got his factories rallied out, actually. He's still rallied his units out, so now his army's just all scattered. He's got no third command center. He must be getting short on minerals at his natural. He is almost gone. It looks like one vulture harassing at the 9 o'clock, but it doesn't matter. The arbiters are out. The last tanks, and see, these are the rally tanks. He's losing free units here, those 2 tanks. He could not afford to lose those. He's mining on just the one base, the Protoss. I think Tyson's actually basically mined out his natural as well, though, if you look at the minimap. So even though he got the third base, he still mined out. Oh my god, the Goliaths, though! Are they going to take down an Arbiter? The Arbiters have so much HP. There's the stasis on the Arbiters, on the Goliaths, rather. But Tyson's not going to move up. He's going to be played safe. He knows he's okay. He knows he has the third base. Hiya must be getting mined out soon. There's no way he can keep this up. Hiya is reduced to just being as cost efficient as possible with his vultures. But there's nothing you can do. Tyson is not going to let that happen. You can see Tyson is now mined out of his natural. He's just transferred the rest of his probes over to third base. So he's still not out of the woods. Or rather, I think he's out of the woods, but you know, he's on one base still. Somehow being on one base is actually a fantastic economy in this situation. Although it looks like some vultures are going to force their way down the ramp into the third base. But Tyson even looking to take another base at the 12 o'clock. And there the Arbiter comes, as well as the Dragoons to help save this. Oh, gotta be a little bit careful. There are a couple of mines here. Nice mine defusal. I don't think that actually did damage. Meanwhile, I don't know if there's something at the 12 o'clock that's spotting for Hiya, but I don't think he... If it's a mine, it's not in range. Yeah, there's a couple of mines there, but they're not in range to actually see the Nexus. So I don't think Hiya knows about this just yet. Meanwhile, one vulture gonna get blocked by Zelt there as it heads over to the 12 o'clock. More vultures coming in, but they're gonna be completely defended, and still no sign of a third base from Hiya. He needs another command center somewhere. I don't know if he's just gonna float out his main command center or something. But even if he does that, he's gonna have less detection, right? Because he's got no vessels. He did not tech at all. His only detection are comp sets and turrets, and he's only got the 2 comp sets. So if he lifts one, he'll have almost no way to actually, you know, move out and have detection against the Arbiters. So what does he actually do? Why are they showing Tyson's face? Stop showing Tyson's face! I want to see the game. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Okay, so I mean, Hiya, you can see he can't commit. Oh my god, there's Archons! There's Archons! There are Archons on the field, and let me tell you something. Those Archons are actually really good. Oh my god, hold that thought, there's an attack! This could be it! Where's the stasis? There's one stasis, where's the second one? And here come the Archons! There's almost no Zealots, he's got no Zealots, he's using Archons to tank damage instead of Zealots! He's using the Archons, and he's busting through. Hiya is so dead, I can't believe it! Hiya is so dead! Oh my god, Tyson, what an amazing comeback. Hiya knows. He's like, I can't believe what happened here. I bet you he said something inappropriate about Protoss right there. I bet you that's what he said, but it was Korean, so I'm not sure. But Tyson has a 4th base now. He has a 12 o'clock. Hiya is harassing with one vulture. But that is it. Why are there no obs here? Please don't run around without obs. Please also don't do that when you're transferring probes there. For some reason, Tyson didn't leave very many units to kill the units that were coming out of stasis. But it looks like it was enough to clean up at least a couple of these siege tanks. And that's all he really needs. Okay, there come the rest of the army. The Archon's actually doing a really nice job because, of course, Archons don't even trigger spider mines. So, it looks like the goons do. And, oh, see, there's no comp sat, there's no detection, there's the unsiege. And there's the death of the tanks. Man, Hiya is actually still persisting here, but he's got to be mined out. He's got to be down to like his last 500 minerals, if that. There's just no way he can do anything right now. He's just really grasping at straws with these vultures. I think he knows he's dead, but he's trying to make a miraculous comeback. I just can't see it happening. GG! Tyson, my man! That is what's up. That's how you play Protoss. Oh my god, I'm never making fun of